Hey Stitching Muses and welcome back to Sewing Vision. I am Vivian and today we are making the Noa Bikini bottom again, but this time with the binding finish. The binding goes all the way around the openings and continues straight into the straps. If you love lingerie and swimwear sewing, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment or share this video. It really helps the channel grow. Now let's jump right in. For this style you will need 50 by 50 centimeters of your main and also lining fabric, or fabric A and fabric B. We are making fully reversible bikini bottom, so you can pick different colors and we will cut the pieces. Fold your fabric and place your front and back pieces on the fold and cut one of each. And then cut front and the back also from the second fabric. And first we will sew the pieces together and then we can measure and cut the strips for the binding. So place your front and back pieces right sides together and pin and sew the crotch seam. And I will use the regular sewing machine only today, so no Serger day again. And sew the crotch seams first, don't forget to backstitch. We don't need to leave the opening here in the crotch seam, because we will bind all edges. Just saying. Then place the pieces wrong sides together and pin or baste them all around. Really? This way. You can also use a long straight stitch instead of the basting thread, and that's what I am using today. And now it's time for the binding, but first we need to calculate or measure the length. I already cut the strips 4 centimeters wide for this, and we need to measure the length. So first I will measure the leg openings. It's 41. So I will write down 41 centimeters. Then 90% of it is 36.9 plus 15 centimeters for the straps. So it will be 51.9. I am cutting 52 twice. One leg opening, second leg opening. Then the waistline. And the waistline is 20 centimeters. So the waist is 20. Then 90% of it is 18 centimeters. Plus 15 is 33, and we need it twice because the waistline will be in one piece. Yeah, so 66. So I will cut 2 strips 52 and one 66 centimeters long. I forgot to add the seam allowance, but it really doesn't matter at all. I will keep this one and then 52 twice. Keep the small pieces, we will need it. And then place all bands right sides together and pin and sew the edges. Then take the main piece and we can already bind the side seams. So now it's the time for the shorter bands. Place them right side, facing the right side of the main piece, and stitch it. It's actually quite same process as with the original Noa Thong, but we are using the band instead of fold over elastic. Then take the basting thread and baste the seam allowance from the band to the wrong side. And then we can wrap it around the seam allowance and baste it again. And repeat it with all 4 side edges. and top stitch all 4 sides with a zigzag stitch. Then you can trim the extra band. And remove the basting stitches. Then mark a half of both top edges. So the half of the leg openings is the seam right here. We can start with the waistline, and we need to find a half of the band. This will be the center front and center back. So then we need to mark 9 centimeters to each side from the mark. And why 9? Because 90% of the 20 is 18. So 9 to each side, right here and here, and then to the front. So this is the center front, and I will mark 9 here and 9 to the other side right here. And then if I calculate it right, this should be 15, and it's not because we didn't add the seam allowance, so it's 14. It's totally okay. Then place the band right side facing the right side of the front and also back piece. Pin the mark right here to the edge of the side edge. And do the same also on the other side. So we are pinning the center front first, and then 9 centimeters right here, touching the edge of the side seam, and also on the other side. Then we can sew it with zigzag and stitch the band just from the side mark to the second side mark. You can gently stretch the band. Better to backstitch. From the mark to the second mark. And then turn the panties to the wrong side, and we have to baste the side strap seam allowance. Then baste the seam allowance from the other edge of the band. Well, if you have a binding foot, I hope it's called like this, it's a little bit easier. But if you don't have it, you can do it this way. It takes time, but it's totally worth it. Trust me. Now we can finally fold the band and wrap it around the seam allowance from the top edge and baste it again. And top stitch the band with a zigzag stitch. Then we can remove the basting stitches from here. And the waistline with the straps is done. Let's finish the leg openings exactly the same way. Take the band and mark a half of the 90% of your leg openings. My leg opening is 41 centimeters. Then 90% of it is 36.9. So half of it is 18.5 centimeters. I hope so. So I'm marking right here 18.5 centimeters, and the same to the other side. Perfect. Then we should have here 14 centimeters. Yeah, perfect. Oh, I'm genius. Okay, we can do the same also with the second band. So it will be 18.5 centimeters right here, and also on the other side. Then place the band right side facing the right side of the piece and pin it. Pin the seam onto the crotch seam. Then pin also the marks we made right now and the second one as well. it also on the other side so we can sew them in one step. And stitch it with zigzag. And then fold, baste, wrap and stitch it again. And our Noa Bikini thongs are done and ready to go to the beach. If you are more precise than me, you can wear them both sides and have them fully reversible. But to be honest, I really don't like the inside, so I will wear them only from this one. Let's try them on.